Asaba is the capital of Delta State, Nigeria. A rapidly growing city, it is located at the western bank of the Niger River, in the Oshimili South local government area. Asaba had a population of 149,603 as at the 2006 census, and a fast-growing metropolitan population of over 500,000 people. In some respects, Asaba and neighboring Onitsha in Anambra form a continuous metropolitan area. The first and second Niger bridges form the boundary between Delta and Anambra. The Niger's relatively centralized location in this region recognizes it as the geopolitical border between eastern and western Nigeria. Originally, Asaba consisted of 9 Igbo quarters, but due to internal strife, wars with other communities and slave trade that followed, these quarters were reduced to only 5. The Igbo quarters are Umueze, Ugomanta, Umuaji, Umuagu, Umuonaje. Etymology: Asaba is from the exclamation Ahabam, meaning, I have chosen well, a quote from the Nebisi, the founding father of Asaba. Climate: the mean yearly temperature that is recorded in Asaba is about 26.8 degrees Celsius, 80.2 degrees Fahrenheit. About 1,331 millimeters, 52.4 inch of precipitation falls annually in Asaba. History: settled by neighboring Benin, Igala and Igbo peoples in the last centuries prior to the colonial era, the city of Asaba was once the colonial capital of the southern Nigeria Protectorate. It was founded in 1884. Between 1886 and 1900, it hosted the Royal Niger Company, which the British authorities set up to stimulate trade and the exportation of goods to England. Owing to Asaba's influential history and geography, and current strategic, political and economic influence in Nigeria, Asaba is generally known as the regional capital of the Anyoma area and its peoples. The clamor for creation of Anyoma State has been going on for decades. Today, the Asaba area is the ancestral homeland for various Anyoma peoples. Geography: Asaba is situated on a terrace of the lower Niger River, overlooking the point where the Anambra River flows into it. Beyond the river banks, on the high plains which are far more extensive than the river basins, secondary forest vegetation flourishes. Although the current city lies just north of a marshy floodplain, expansive swaths of undulating, hilly terrain rises west and east of the main city with heights of up to 200 meters above sea level. The historic Niger River is a trans-African link beginning from West Africa and down into the Atlantic Ocean. Asaba forms a connector between western, eastern and northern Nigeria through the Niger River from the north and via the Asaba-Niger Bridge, an east-west link and a Nigerian landmark. Asaba lies approximately 6 degrees north of the equator and about the same distance east of the meridian, about 160 kilometers north of where the river Niger flows into the Atlantic Ocean. The Greater Asaba Metro occupies an area of about 300 square kilometers. While the area is noticeably drier than the southern areas, the city and the communities of Oshimili South in inclusion maintain an average tropical temperature of 32 degrees Celsius during the dry season and an average fertile rainfall of 2,700 millimeters during the rainy season. Greater Asaba incorporates some of the other neighboring towns and communities such as Igbuzo, Okpanam, Anwai, Iba, Oko, Okwe and Obulu on the western section of the Niger River. Notable flora of the city and the surrounding area would be the sapele tree,